Hello everyone. I have spent probably about a month toying with the idea of whether or not to raise the fundraiser. We have spent countless money on gas going to local stores and chain hardware stores trying to get not necessarily monetary donations, but materials donated to do things, and a few of them have even liked it, like on the local level, but they have to send it to corporate to get it approved. And so far, we have nothing, and so I've used money out of the GoFundMe for gas and stuff. So I've been trying to decide, like, would it be appropriate to raise the donation or just leave it as is and get what I can afford. So as of right now, Dan and I have literally spent like probably hundreds, if not thousands, of hours, like writing up like 6-page long proposals to take to all these different local stores and chain stores, and emailing like, I think mailed like over 200 churches, and emailing like kitchen companies and stuff through Facebook, like Messenger. So we've like worked our butts off on this to get as far as we've gotten so far. And so far, not much has panned out. Other than like Frank and Trinity Baptist have used some of their own things, such as the doors. And they did my ramp and Mission on the dirt road and Carrie bought my roll-in shower. And then Justin at KLC floors and start provided by bathroom flooring, and Eric Jackson at Jackson Building Supply has provided some of the materials to do the bathroom.
And a lot of people probably don't know, but keeping these video updates, YouTube, it takes hundreds of hours to do all of these videos because we got to kind of plan what we say, and if we're in the mood or if we're tired, we might have to hold it off a day or two. If somebody's sick, sometimes we do them anyway, but so it definitely is thousands of hours of working on the GoFundMe and fundraisers and all this other stuff.
So moving forward, my master bathroom is almost complete. We still need to buy paint or have a painting supply donated. We have switched from a single bathroom vanity to double bathroom vanity. That way I can have a side that I can roll under, and Jan can have the other sink with the underneath cabinet.
And this was free. We're not spending like GoFundMe money buying 2 or 3, vanities.
So I'm still looking for double mirrors that match for the bathroom sink. And I want a window that can open in the bathroom. Right now we have one that is just a solid window that he was gonna move, but I think it'd be really good because we have animals and stuff to be able to open the window. So I want a small slide window. So we just have a few things left, a few finishing touches. And then for the laundry room, they are actually moving the washer and dryer to my master bathroom. And I had high hopes of finding cheaply or getting one from one of the stores I asked. A stacked front loading washer and dryer. But that doesn't look to be panning out, so Frank thinks if we could use my washer and dryer and move it back there, which I'm perfectly fine with. But we do still need the wiring to do that. So, my master bathroom is about 95% complete. As far as the necessities goes, I just have little stuff like decorating and that kind of thing deal with, so not a big deal. It's done. So thank you guys very much for all that support. That was awesome. Now my biggest issue is the kitchen. There are a couple of different issues, but I'll start with the countertops. We could use the countertops we have now. However, they're really outdated, and I don't know if we'd find more countertops to match them, because again, it's 30 plus years old. And the reason we need more countertops is because we are making almost the entire thing roll under. We finally decided on that for sure. Where the stove is going, it will be roll under. Whether I do the glass top that we've already found, or I somehow manage to receive the induction stovetop. That is kind of a luxury, but I honestly can't decide if it's a luxury or I need. Who knows? It's a luxury in the fact that it costs so much and it's pretty and it's new and nice, but at the same time, like, I don't have the finesse in my hands and my dexterity and all that to move around a hot burner and not burn the crap out of myself. So, and we also have children, so to me, like, I'm worried about safety issues. I'm a mom. May not function totally as a mom, but I'm a mom.
And I've owned a couple of the glass cooktops, and they scorch easily. You know, that were not induction, and they might crack if you boil water and it. You know, you boil all the water out, and then it's junk. So that added thing is a big plus. We originally wanted coil cooktops because of that, but yeah, it's a safety issue.
And those are really hard to find. You've looked everywhere and you can't really find cloth anymore.
And we found some, and they were sold before we could like purchase them on the marketplace. And then there's some off brands, which we really don't want to spend a lot of money on a brand that's we have never heard of, and that probably won't last long, because different cooktops are different sizes, and once you cut like a 36 or whatever inch, your next cooktop that you replace it with may not fit in there. You know, you may not be able to use it without replacing countertops.
So when you use a stove top, you have to cut the hole in your countertop beforehand, and we don't have space in our countertop to do that because right now we have a slide-in stove. So we have to, because it's going to be roll under as a sink and at the stovetop, we're extending the L shape of the countertop by about 4 feet, which will close off the walkway, one of the ways in the kitchen right now. You can walk from the living room around the wall, and now the wall will be closed off. So that gives us about 3 to 4 more cabinets that we can add above it, which is great because we lose a lot of underneath cabinet space. So we're able to put it above it. So originally I had wanted to do all new cabinets, which was kind of a want, not a need, but I mean, I don't know.
Because, you know, your doorknobs, your doors would have the same pattern and everything. You know, it would match up better. So you could paint or stain it, but
Frank's been pretty persistent that if we just get a few that are like odds and ends, then we could just paint all of them and change the knobs, and they'll pretty much match. And I'm okay with that. That's fine. As long as it's functional, it still aesthetically looks okay, then I'll be fine. But cabinets are not cheap. When you're only buying a couple of them, they're not cheap. And I don't want, right now we don't have wood cabinets, so yes, it'd be nice if one of these big stores donates all brand new cabinets, but I'm not expecting that. So right now we're just gonna settle for getting a few cabinets and painting them all and changing all the knobs. But again, that's all gonna cost money because cabinets are expensive. They're not cheap. Even used cabinets are not cheap.
and you know, gas money to go to Jacksonville or Ocala or Bellevue or something to get a $30 or $60 cabinet. That, you know, we spent so much on gas, as she said.
So when it comes to the kitchen, I've had a reality check. And the reality is that no used countertops, be it granite, laminate, butcher block, no matter what, no used countertops is going to match the new layout that we are doing in the kitchen, where I can roll under and have easy access.
Yeah, sinks are cut out different. The size and shape of the countertops, everything is different. Most of them are so different that you would have to cut it and seam it in like 10 different places, and you do not want seams everywhere because they are visible.
Moving on, I need kitchen flooring. The flooring that is in there is not going to match the layout of the kitchen. We'll have like spots where there's nothing. So we need like new flooring in the kitchen for the kitchen at least. Like if we don't do anything else, the kitchen is important. And as of right now, we're thinking that roll-out sheets of linoleum may be the best way to go. I've had two different flooring companies tell me that people in wheelchairs tend to do better with the roll-out flooring that you can do, that you glue down instead of the plank flooring. So, I don't know, we'll see, but that's what I think we're gonna end up going with.
And you probably save 50 cents to $1 per square foot by going to the sheet, vinyl sheet flooring, linoleum, whatever you call it.
Because of this, I have decided that it's okay to raise the fundraiser. I should have asked for more in the beginning and not been so afraid of how raising it or asking for a certain amount would make me look.
And we were inexperienced. We did not know that we wouldn't be able to find everything used and locally, and we wouldn't have to drive like 200 miles to get something. And
so I've decided that I'm going to raise the fundraiser to $10,000, and although we are going to keep working on it at home and updating you guys, and I'll keep emailing companies and all that sort of thing, sending the proposals that we've already made and have spent hours working on, just sending them out via email, making phone calls, that sort of thing. We're not going out and spending gas money and food and whatever else, like, because just a trip to Gainesville for us is like an all-day trip, so it's taking too much of our time. So again, we're going to raise the fundraiser, and yes, I'm still working on it. We're still gonna treat it like it's a job. We're just not gonna throw ourselves into it and let it overconsume us.
but we will still update as Frank comes in, or if we get new supplies, or somebody donates, more money and supplies. We will still do videos and updates and pictures and stuff. So
I need $50 more in donations for y'all to see me play this arcade for 1 minute, and $150 in donations for another Q&A. So you guys feel free to also submit your Q&A questions. Remember that for every $100 in donations, we're gonna do something quirky, funny, silly, or to put a smile on you guys' face as kind of like a reward for giving us the money. Thank you guys for their donations. Keep them coming. And remember to share, share, share. I don't even know how to remember.
again, what?
So remember that. And
Oh, that was a big one. Woo-wee. If I just had a 3D camera here, coming at you. Natalie, can you quit yawning?